We're going to create ourselves a stage. We're going to start with a proscenium opening, a basic light reference to the frame of our proscenium. We're actually going to make this darker. Let's make that a bit darker because this is a wall that's not going to move. Draw a straight line. I'm putting my fingers against the pad and then holding the pencil evenly. Get a nice straight line there. And then we'll give ourselves a little bit of a curved front. There we go. There's our basic proscenium opening. We're going to pick a vanishing point back there. Give ourselves a horizon line going across. Okay. Now if I want to put a set here, I can start by putting, let's say, some markers for the size of our room. If we have the proscenium arches here and we just want the set to be right behind here somewhere, not too far, let's say we want the walls to start about that far back. Put a reference line here. Well, not a reference line. Reference lines go back to the vanishing point. So this is a very light line so that I have a marker as to where this is going to go. And I want it to be about this tall. So let's draw a reference line now. A reference line to here. Let's say this wall is going to go but this far back. And there's my basic scenic wall. Now I'm going to have a straight wall in the back going all the way across this far, and the ceiling, the top of it. And now I'm going to have this side continue on to come back down stage that way, and then another reference line. This is a little crooked. This will probably be up here, coming up like so. A vertical line here. Here's the wall of our set here. And make these a little darker so we can see them on camera better. Down stage edges and then going back like so. So there's our wall. Now let's create a door over here, stage left. Vertical for here, make about that tall. Reference line, so that goes in like that. There's our door. And let's put a couple of windows straight backstage. Now the windows are simply rectangles or squares because they're on the back wall flat to the audience. So you draw them flat there. But if there's a reveal, if we can see through there, that's going to be in perspective back to our vanishing point because it's a hole in the wall. So there, we can see in there. These are right on the horizon line so we don't see the bottom. And we'll add a couple of mullions like so. We'll add a little bit of window treatment there, sill. There we go. And on this side we're going to put a nice large picture frame, and everything, all diagonal lines go back to our vanishing point. We're going to put the picture frame at about, we're going to make the top of it about the same height as the windows. So we need to take a vanishing point line, a reference line, and come right through the top of the window, and that marks the top of our large picture frame. We're going to make it really big. There we go. And now the bottom of it will be about there. Maybe it might not even be a picture frame, maybe it's a picture window going outside. But it can be a picture frame or a window. Now we want to place some furniture. So we have this large stage area here, and we're going to place some furniture. So we're going to do an outline of a couch. It's easy to do it this way. If you put a little outline of what the couch is going to look like right over here against the wall from the side view, seems awfully small. We'll make it a little bit bigger. And there we go. And then you take your lines back to your vanishing point. Now we know the bottom of the couch is like so. Top of the couch is like so. We don't have a back marker yet. And now the arm has to be this tall, and you figure out your height of the arm by drawing another reference line back to this arm. And then how far back it goes is another reference line. And where it meets is there, and then we make the top meet. And then we'll put in some cushions, back to the reference line, top of the cushions, and we'll add some legs, and then we'll shade it in. And there's sort of our couch. Table downstage. Nice table. We'll do a line across here, reference line, a reference line, verticals for the legs. This one's coming way out in front of the proscenium arch, as you can see right there. There's the tabletop. And these lines are following the reference lines back. We want to make these downstage lines darker. And then we'll make a little bit of a shadow underneath it. So we've now added our table. And you can add lots of things this way. Now after you're done with this, and whatever the set design you're going to put here is going to be, we're going to still need to deal with masking, because right now we can see the back wall of the theater over the back wall of our set. So it depends on what you're going to put back here. Let's say we put a nice sky back here, a blue sky or whatnot with a few clouds. That'll be our backdrop. What do we see over there? Well, in our theater we're going to put masking here, some curtains, some legs, and then for the top of them we're going to mask those with borders. And then this back area is all going to be sky, but that's going to be the backdrop there. Okay, and from our perspective line, we want to have a line here in perspective. So I need to make a couple of corrections here. Okay, because these should follow perspective. And this one, we'll put this one a little bit further back. There we go. And then over here, draw a little a border, going all the way across. Draw another border here, going all the way across. This isn't very dark, and that's there. So about that far in, a pencil within. We put our first border about here. This one is going to go. Well, we have the top there, so I don't have to guess. I just draw a reference line back to our vanishing point, and this gives us our markers. This has to go here, and that one has to go there. And they're about even. And that's the point. This is not mathematically correct at the moment because I'm not using a ruler. And then we're going to put set design up. We're going to put our reveal flats there so that we don't see the masking. And the masking is going to be very dark. We're going to use black masking here. There we go. So we're going to turn this around. Nice dark line where they overlap. Give definition of features. So there's our masking, and this is our sky over the walls and through the windows. So here's a set design and some objects in perspective placed on stage. Very rough sketch.